Good people. So, good day. So, it's the AM. Nice. Nice and beautiful. But what I wanted to say was smoking weed is fine, right? It's wet all out this bitch. I just smoked, so I want to sit down. But I'm gonna walk. So smoking weed is fine. What what we gotta do is raise our thoughts. You're only gonna go as far as your mind takes you. You're only gonna go as high as your mind goes. So when I say I talk to the most high, you know what I'm saying? So you see people smoke weed, they just smoke and they stay in the same spot. And I was just listening to Saint Guru this morning. He's like an Indian spiritual teacher, but he's just a spiritual teacher. But he said, like, he was talking about the chakras, but I just go off of spiritual stuff. So I know what he's talking about. But basically, like, the secretion of the third eye, blah, blah, blah. The one part of it is you become, like, super strong, like a rock. But then you just become like a rock. And anybody can make a statue of you. They could have been making a statue of you. But if you don't have, if your mind is a rock, and you just smoking and you don't raise your thoughts and you just smoking with niggas who ain't trying to do nothing. I smoke with Pop all the time. So when I say, and I stopped smoking for 2 months, and now y'all can see that video, and that's actually my most viewed video. And then I went through a cycle after like earlier this year, before my ascension, I believe it was April 25th, and I was putting myself through a process when I stopped forcing myself to stop trying to smoke. And hold on. But anyway, I stopped forcing myself to stop trying to smoke, and I was going through a process. And I was doing stuff slowly and understanding myself, and I really even got through and I got done with it. But this or later, I got like activated with some numbers and some other shit. It's crazy. But so I remember, 'cause I celebrate the Sabbath and stuff. So the day before, I didn't smoke or nothing. I was good. Like after the process I put myself through, I was good. Like I was like, oh shit. I put myself through a process where I didn't force myself. I stopped smoking. I'm good. Craved it a little bit, but it wasn't like it wasn't like a forced thing, like a rubber band. You pulling the rubber band back and you're gonna go right back to the motherfucker. It was like, it was like I was smoking intentional. I was smoking like different. It was cool, but I stopped smoking, and then I remember I couldn't yawn. And y'all know how it is to not be able to yawn. That shit is crazy. I was watching videos on YouTube with people yawning, because usually when you see somebody yawn, then you can yawn. And then my mouth was opening, but nothing was coming out. I couldn't, when I was farting, they wasn't coming out normal. My shit used to be coming out like a volcano. You know what I'm saying? But these motherfuckers was coming out like, fucking like, I don't know, man. So I knew something was over my body because I know myself. And I was talking to Pop, and I was like, I think I gotta smoke. And I was like, nah, I don't want to smoke. I'm good, like, And then I remember, like, I was all congested and shit. And I was like, the fuck? I didn't shit for like 3-4 days, and I was still eating. And I was like, what the fuck? But I knew my body was like reactivating. I was just talking myself through. And this is all what happened. And then I remember I was out here. I went on a walk the next day, and I remember I was all congested. My tooth started hurting and shit, and I was in ascension pain. And I worked out. No, I got up. I rode my bike. It to like sweat. That shit was still congested. Then I came outside. I worked out in the sun. Shit was still congested. I took my stuff I normally take. It's still congested. I went on a walk. Excuse me. That's what I was talking to Pop. I was like, man, I was like, because I was like, he seen the process I put myself through to actually try, and I did. But I was like, I was done. So I was like, man, I gotta smoke, bro. I think I gotta smoke because I know my body. So I was listening to these binaural beats because my tooth was hurting, so I was meditating or whatever. And I waited on my weed or whatever. After I got back from my walk, got my weed, and then I went out, I smoked, and then I started feeling better. I started like fucking yawning and shit, but not really like I wanted to. But then when I got in the house, like as soon as I got in the house, this is what I say, this is divine intervention for me. as soon as I get in the house, it was this Nikola Tesla video I had. It kept being recommended, but I was like, I'm like, I believe in pop, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like cool, but I kept seeing the numbers everywhere. So as soon as I go in the house, the other meditation that I was listening to went off because I just came back in the house from smoking. And as soon as I go in the house, the Nikola Tesla one came on. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just sit down and watch it. And then that's after I got done smoking. So I'm watching it, and then it came up on the part where it said something about these numbers that I keep seeing and like what they mean and stuff. And it literally felt like the spirit was talking to me. I promise. Like it literally was like, look at this shit. Like it was talking to me, and I was like, I started crying. My like snot started coming out my nose, my tears. I started farting and shit. Like it was like an activation, bro. And I was like, this shit's crazy. So since then, I just. So I'm just trying to say, when you smoke, you raise your thoughts. You don't just stay in the same spot, man. Don't just stay in the same motherfucking spot. A lot of people stay in the same spot. That's why. So they in the loop. You in the loop. If your mind is, if you don't raise your fucking thoughts, bro, you don't raise your consciousness. You don't transcend where you're at to get better, to level up. That's why people say level up. Y'all niggas always want to say it's different levels and shit, but y'all niggas don't even understand what the fuck this shit means. Level your mind up. Then you can see better. That's what Nipsey meant when he said, I integrated vertically. Y'all niggas blew it. You know what I'm saying? Integrated vertically means he integrated vertically. He went up. You other niggas want to spread out and it's shallow. So you can't see higher things. You know what I'm saying? Once you go up, it's level. It's room on all them floors. Y'all niggas just want to do this. Spread your motherfucking energy out here. Wasting your motherfucking breath. Wasting your seed and shit. No. Integrate that shit vertically. Go up. You know what I'm saying? So raise your thoughts when you smoke. So that's all I want to say. Have a great day. I'm gonna be back soon. So yeah, let's go back into the darkness because I am the light.